You're still watching the marketplace. Today in tech business, there is a growing threat of scams in Ghana's blockchain ecosystem. Now, we assess the basic means of avoiding being a victim of feel-good Bitcoin products. Henry Koppler is lead of tech firm Eyes of Africa, and he joins us for more. Henry, are we seeing a rise in scam cases on the blockchain of digital currencies?
Okay, thank you, Charles. So when it gets down to blockchain and the cryptocurrency market, generally what I would say is that it's going to start having some of these scam cases rising, not because the technology is flawed, but because generally you're going to have quite a number of people trying to find ways and means around the technology to basically make some money out. So generally, we're going to have some level of scams here and there. Generally, that's what the Bank of Ghana would advise people to be careful, because it is a very unregulated sector. And so they wouldn't have any means to regulate any reactions or inactions of people there. Generally, the platform sort of in terms of the cryptocurrency market itself, in terms of some of the cryptocurrency itself, or blockchain platform, basically is more secured. But there are quite a number of people that are going to find opportunities around these platforms.
But how can consumers actually identify and avoid these scams, Henry?
So before you get into the cryptocurrency market, you sort of first need to know what exactly you really want to do in that market. There are people that are investing into some of the cryptocurrency coins. There are some people that are trading on the daily basis. Some of them are going into investment skills. So there are quite a number of things that you can basically be doing. But the point is this: so far as the digital platform, you're going to be on digital exchanges. And so the very first point where you're going to have your currencies should actually be very secure. There are quite a number of wallets that are premium wallets where you should be looking at saving some of your cryptocurrency coins there, which is very important. The very second thing is to understand what type of cryptocurrencies you sort of purchasing on these platforms. Now, there are quite a number of them, and so you should definitely be going. They're actually also in ranks where you would see that the cryptocurrencies are in a particular order, and so in that order makes it very easy to basically have a trust connected with them. Secondly, if you are into cryptocurrency, what I would always advise you to do is to have a little bit of education around it. There are white papers that are issued in terms of every single currency. And so you should definitely be looking out for the white paper for that particular currency that you buy. And the second thing you should also be looking out for is to be looking out for the websites of these cryptocurrencies, reading much more about them, who's behind it. There's a typical face behind it. Go to their LinkedIn profiles, check out their LinkedIn profiles, their Twitter accounts, their social media accounts. Be sure that there's a proper setup around each one. If they've mentioned any bigger companies that are affiliated to them, you should actually check on those affiliate companies as well to be sure that there's a proper mention of each cryptocurrency or blockchain product mentioned on their website as well. The next thing I'll probably make mention of is to be sure that there are groups that are having sort of discussions around it, and you sort of can follow up in terms of any of the discussions that are around that particular point. Don't be fooled by some of the conversations or endorsements by superstars or some of the big boys in the industry, because they would only just go for endorsements but not really understand the tech product or the platform itself. They might just endorse anything but might not necessarily be correct in that regard.
Indeed. A very good point there. How exposed are consumers in Ghana specifically to the threats of digital scams, especially when it comes to cryptocurrencies?
Charles, not to alarming, but we are really exposed when it gets down to cryptocurrencies. That's not a lie. That's what the Bank of Ghana relatively will tell you, that be careful when you're going into cryptocurrency. Again, there are also enormous opportunities when it gets down to the cryptocurrency and blockchain markets. And so people definitely who would like to get in and just do a bit of education and understand and get in. So we sort of expose, when you get scammed on any of these platforms, I don't think that you can walk into any institution in Ghana to do a claim to any of the actions you took when you're actually purchasing or selling any of these cryptocurrencies. So sort of we are very exposed in there, but there are also opportunities that we can let go or wait for some policies to be set up in place I think that one of the most important things you should be doing is that get a tech expert that understands anything. If you are interested in these cryptocurrency markets, there are some very credible groups that have a lot of discussions, and so you can sort of ask a lot of questions and get to understand the core fundamental actions that you're taking on any cryptocurrency and blockchain product before you get it. I can just give a website called CoinMarketCap. If you really want to learn a lot about cryptocurrencies, I mean, the website, the groups, the social media,
Sure.
how much is worth, what is the fall, what's the rise, all of those ones can be found on that website, and you can do some level of studies on there. I mean, that platform
Yeah,
basically it verifies every single coin before they are actually put on the market, and
indeed.
so you can sort of check out that. But also get a tech expert.
Great.
Please do not follow endorsement by stars purporting to be promoting some of these
Sure.
cryptocurrency. They might not
Endorsements,
necessarily understand what is there.
endorsements are not necessarily testament proof of how viable a product is. You have to do the research yourself, as you rightly stated, Henry. Grateful that you could join us on Tech Business. That's how we end this edition of the Marketplace. I'm Charles Aite. For more news, do log on to myjoyonline.com. We could get the latest in business and around the world. Many thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of our programs.